With his 5-year run on General Hospital officially over, Jeff Cobra Cyrus went out with a literal bang when the serial killer was shot dead by Jocelyn on the February 20 episode. Cobra, who won the 2022 Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor for his portrayal of the villain, said his final scene was one of the best deaths he's played in his story acting career. The culmination of a storyline that seemingly came out of left field for a character many believed was on the road to redemption. It was definitely a leap. He confessed to Soap Opera Digest of the plot twist that had Cyrus roaming around Port Charles killing people with digitalis. The thing about soap opera writing and acting is, it's always open to interpretation. As an actor, you kind of have to be ready, willing, and able to jump in a particular direction. Cobra reveals that he was taken aback when he learned the direction in which GH would be taking his character. When I saw that script, I said, wait a minute, don't I get a vote? And they said, no, of course not, he admitted with a laugh. I had to make it work within the realm of my logic of the character and of the world. You have to go to a certain level of crazy. The actor added that he found it a relief when his alter ego explained the justification for his actions during the confrontation scene with Rebecca Herbst Elizabeth. It was in the direction that I had made up in my own mind, that Cyrus is doing the work of the Lord. Even just saying that kind of makes me feel a little creepy right now, he said. I appreciated having that as a motivating factor and then being able to talk about it with her. With an acting career that spans nearly 40 years, Cobra has played plenty of characters that have met a grisly end. But the way Cyrus Renault met his maker, being shot by Dex's girlfriend using the late cop's gun, was among his most memorable. I've died many times in many different storylines, and I think this is perhaps one of my best deaths, he shared. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I do feel like it was a good death. Reflecting on his swan song, Cobra would have liked the opportunity to play an arc about what Cyrus was going through emotionally, but appreciated what he did get to perform in the end. The scenes they gave me were stellar and rich, and all the stuff with Elizabeth, it just couldn't have been any stronger, and the death is a great finish to it. Love GH. Be sure to join our We Love General Hospital Facebook group to chat about all the latest storylines and juicy gossip. Behind the scenes of Cyrus' death with Eden McCoy. The death of Cyrus Renault on General Hospital was pretty much a given once it was revealed he was the serial killer behind the deaths of patients at the hospital and Turning Woods. But his actual demise was a terrifying and brutal scene that left viewers applauding once they recovered from the shock. Jocelyn broke into Cyrus' cabin and found the hospital bracelets he'd taken from his victims as trophies, only to be caught by the killer who brandished an axe as he threatened to remove this latest obstacle to his good work for the Lord. But Jocelyn came prepared and shot Cyrus point blank with Dex's gun, later making sure that he was truly dead and gone. But as dark and violent as the scenes were on screen, the mood was decidedly lighter behind the scenes. GH recaps Jocelyn Kills Cyrus, and other top stories from February 22, 2025. Cat's out of the bag. Eden McCoy posted on Twitter/X as she shared some backstage photos from the day the scenes were shot. Joss clearly feels differently, but I adore you, Jeff Cobra Cyrus. You are so beyond talented, and I'm so lucky I got to share time with you. She then added, Sue, much more to come. Here we go. McCoy shared pics of herself playfully posing next to Cobra as the makeup department covered him in fake blood for his mouth and bullet wounds, one with a thumbs down and the other making a sad face. There was also a brief video shot by someone on set of the actual moment they shot the firing of the gun. You can hear Cobra delivering his line, but he does not appear to be in the line of fire as McCoy pulls the trigger. You can also see crew members wearing ear protection for the noise. While GH fans may not be sorry to see Cyrus go, like McCoy, they'll be sad to lose. Love GH? Be sure to join our We Love General Hospital Facebook group to chat about all the latest storylines and juicy gossip. General Hospital recaps. Jocelyn Kills Cyrus. Trina thought she and Jocelyn could spend Valentine's Day together, but Kai invited Trina to the Savoy and Jocelyn urged her to go. Jocelyn then grabbed Dex's gun and headed to the cabin Cyrus was renting. Liz told Jason she had evidence against Cyrus, then brought it to Anna, who offered to find a way to arrest Cyrus. Anna let Jason go but asked him to please not kill Cyrus before they could arrest him. Meanwhile, Cyrus filled the syringe with digitalis and went to go see Liz. Hayden introduced Tobias to his parents and then left for a Valentine's party. After Liz and Lucky shared a kiss, he left and Cyrus forced his way in. Liz inquired about his victims and Cyrus opened up about trying to save Lulu and then killing Sam for going against God's will by saving Lulu and Dex for interfering. As Cyrus was about to take Liz out, Lucky burst in and stopped him, but Cyrus was able to stab him with the syringe first. Liz called 911 and Lucky was rushed to the hospital as Cyrus made his escape. The doctors managed to stabilize Lucky and his family prayed for him to wake up. At the cabin, Jocelyn found the hospital bandages he collected from his victims when Cyrus appeared with an axe. She shot him dead and called Brennan for help. Joss wanted to call the authorities, but he insisted on protecting her by covering this up. He also told her he fed her information to test her and wanted her to join the WSB. Jack ordered Colette to clean up the cabin, aside from one thing, and when Anna and Dan got to the place, there was no trace of Cyrus. Curtis warned Laura that Drew moving the Esplanade would drive up costs, especially when Sonny sued the city for taking his land. Laura also didn't like that Drew was partnering with Sidwell. Jordan joined them and Curtis was relieved to learn that she was working to get dirt on Jens. When Drew showed up to the Savoy with Willow for Valentine's, Curtis informed him he didn't want him in his club, so Drew took Willow to the new home he'd bought and asked her to move in with him. She didn't feel it was good for the kids right now and turned him down. Jordan and Laura met with Anna about the Esplanade and the commissioner agreed they needed to investigate Drew and his motives. Meanwhile, Curtis asked Stella to help him meet with her friend, Congressman Henderson, so he could warn him about Drew. When Jason proposed a truce, Drew declared he was done with him and the Quartermaines. Sick on Valentine's Day, Maxie asked Spinelli to help set Lucas up with Gunther, a model. But when it was clear Lucas was ready to date, Gunther told him to call when he was and left. Brad was watching jealously from the bar and was thrilled when Lucas asked if he wanted some company. Brooke Lynn arrived with Chase, who had a surprise. He was the night's special musical guest and sang a song she wrote. Brooke Lynn had to go deal with a crisis at Deception where she reprimanded Lulu about not dealing with a client appropriately. Lulu unleashed on Brooke Lynn, complaining that she did terrible things but has a perfect life. After she left, Dante arrived off a conversation with Chase and informed Lulu she was wrong and let her know Brooke Lynn and Chase can't have kids. Brooke Lynn assured Chase that they could adopt or foster, but he insisted he wanted her to have the miracle of birthing her own child. Brooke Lynn admitted she'd already had a baby, and although stunned, Chase was impressed she'd lived with this for so long and suggested they find her child. Sasha visited Jason at the police station to reveal that she fears people will figure out that Michael is the father of her baby and asked him to please claim it as his own. Willow complained to Mac about her car being impounded and Sasha spotted her, so she planted a passionate kiss on Jason so she would see. Willow was surprised, but Mac was furious. Tracy badgering her about making the baby a Quartermaine led Sasha to declare Jason was the father, and Tracy later welcomed Jason back to the family. Emma pressured Jocelyn to join her organization against animal cruelty, and while Joss offered to get her family to donate, she couldn't do more right now. Jill appreciated Emma's enthusiasm, but suggested she take it down a notch. Sonny told Carly that he'd made a deal with Ava to evenly split custody of Avery, and she questioned why he gave up. She then mentioned wanting to ask Jason about being the father of Sasha's baby, but Sonny urged her to wait until Jason came to her. Carly grew closer to Jack when he helped fix her broken sink. Love GH. Be sure to join our We Love General Hospital Facebook group to chat about all the latest storylines and juicy gossip.